Here, give me just a second. Apologies for that. I have Zoom telling me things because it's gotten upgraded. It needs to get different things approved. Sorry. All right. So, hi, my name is Dan Gordon. I am a technical product marketer here on the product marketing team, and I have the honor today of leading this discussion and the conversation. So, looking forward to it. Hope it's a live one. There's a lot of content here. I'm not going to go through the details of everything, but what we will do, you have the slide deck, and you can go back and read it, and there are live links to all the things that we're talking about, but I will touch on some highlights, and then we can go back and talk about more if there's certain things that you saw that you wanted to get more information on. So first and foremost, welcome to our new team member. Welcome, Ty. He is our second technical product marketing manager. I am thrilled to have him here. We have a lot of great work to do. He's already picked up the ball and running fast. So great to have you aboard. A lot of stuff that we've done in the demos and competitive intelligence and across the board. Here, I'm going to highlight a few things. The GitLab overview demo, which was formerly I2P, so that shows from planning all the way to monitoring. There's a new version of that demo up in video using 11.3. We move fast, so we have to keep revving it. And that is both available behind a gated area off of /demo, off of the main page where people give us their information so they can go see this, as well as it's out there on YouTube. And so that's available out there for everyone to check out. We've also did a lot of work recently on getting the reInvent live stage demo in the Partner Pavilion at AWS reInvent this past week. Went over really well. Priyanka and Sid both on stage. Priyanka did a great job on a live demo, and that video asset should be available soon. And there was a lot of people in the audience, overflow capacity, people standing. It was very good. Other demo work that's being done to catch up click-throughs and whatnot as well. You can check those out. On the competitive side, we've got lots of new and updated comparisons. If you check out the table under /DevOps-tools, we see that that's growing and growing. We've got a lot of new monitoring competitive or comparisons for Ty. Great job there. And we've also got the team contributing to secure new comparisons, Cindy, and manage and plan and create. So we're just continuing to add more and more comparisons. And we're also going back and updating previous comparisons when we get new information. So there's a list there of the updated comparisons, including a big deep dive on Azure DevOps. It's gearing up that they're going to be clearly one of our main competitors. So there's a bit of an overview there and just kind of an overall and then more deep dive information. Speaking of which, when we talk about comparisons, one of the things we did was we said we're going to make these public and make them contributable. And what we want is to become the center of information. And having them public helps because not only can everyone see them, but our competitors can see them, and that's actually yielding fruit already. The Azure DevOps PM is engaging with us. He's actually put in an MR to make a correction to something that wasn't quite right about their product. And since we're striving for the absolute truth here, that was great. He's also put in a second MR now, or actually an issue now that is an update. So he's keeping our competitive info up to date on what they're doing for us. We also have Twistlock and in the past Sonatype have also given us input to keep those pages accurate. So that's great. Under customer references, we have 19 members in our CAB at this point, and that CAB has met several times and is going to be meeting again coming up very shortly. So we get good information from that and good interactions there. Customers have represented us in 6 speaking events where they have talked on our behalf. They've also, seven of them have actually talked to analysts on our behalf as well for these very important analyst reports. And then as well at reInvent, we had a video interview where Brendan talked with I think it was Beacon.io and did an interview on stage with the hosts, and so that's out there in video as well. Oops, sorry. On the analyst front, we've got a lot going on. The highlights there: Forrester Wave, the CDRA Wave was published. We're marked as a contender for our first placement. We've got room to grow, but we're on the wave, which is a very good thing. We've also got a Gartner fireside chat that happened recently, a little while ago. This was a pretty unique opportunity for Sid to get in front of 20+ analysts, and they wanted to hear his views on the direction of how things are going, where they're going software-wise. And so this is really great opportunity to get the ear of the analysts and look at look at us as the experts, hear what we have to say. And then we'll move on. So enablement, we're doing a lot: consistent enablement, sales enablement, XDR enablement. Those are happening weekly, and we're providing content for that or coordinating that. And we've also got reseller enablement that's going on as well. Huge amount of changes on the web front, a lot of work there. New information architecture that William has spearheaded, great stuff. So every page is accounted for. You can get to every page from someplace logical. Not a small task. Excellent job. We've got a menu across the top where you can get to everything. So really, really good logic of how things lay out. And this is, of course, an evolving thing, but it's a really awesome start, and we've got to just strive to kind of place things where they fit and make sense. So we've also got just released recently the ROI Calc. This is really cool. There's a link there. Check it out. It will start you with a page of like all of our competition or all of our competitors on our table. You can click through and select the ones that you have. Say go to the ROI Calc, and it will give you a sheet where you can basically calculate out. You'll have to fill in the prices for now, but we're evolving that. But it's a really, really cool image and graphic and way to get a sense of like how much you're spending on all these other tools. Let's see what else. So we are gating content. We're beginning gating content, white papers, and other resources so we can collect information. We've got the new homepage. You guys have probably seen it by now. They've got this great carousel with the hero banners going on. It's also bringing customer case studies through on the carousel, which is great. And customer stories are also being placed in the marketplace, new marketplace area where it's not our case studies that we've written about our customers. It's actually external write-ups or videos or content media about our customers or them talking about us. So good resources there for customer information. We've also got the new page on the Gartner MQARO. This is similar to the one we did for BSM. We got a lot of praise from the analysts for actually taking their feedback and reacting to it and talking about what our plan is around it. We've done the same with the MQARO. And then you can see on the right side, lots of updates to the pages as well. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I meant to do that. Other things, there's lots of other assets besides just the web pages. We've got, thanks Luke, and a new deck template and with design and presentation guidelines. We've got case study from Verizon, this little picture of it on the right there, where they did a video case study. And let me see, reactivated, sorry. So that's really good stuff. Lots of security assets that Cindy's been working on putting together with the team. And this is really cool. Goldman Sachs press release in about 2 hours, I think about. It should be live. So this is a press release about Goldman Sachs investing, I think it's 20 million into GitLab. Really good stuff. On the partner side, again, we did that live demo and really cool at AWS. reInvent was where we, I think we announced or knew by then that we got that we achieved the highest level of partnership with AWS. So this is really, really great. The DevOps competency certification. So fantastic job. Eleron spearheaded this with teaming with the PM group and also with PMM to get customer references and work on content. So great. I know this was everybody, but we want to shout that out as part of something we were part of, but everybody was involved in this, and it's a great accomplishment. So what's next? So we've got more demos coming up always. The big one next is the Gartner MQ for Enterprise Agile Planning Tools. This is one that we're working on. The demo is going to be coming up in mid-January. From that, we will have some live and click-through Agile demos showing more about the plan and roadmap and epics and all of those pieces of it. And then I have some work to do to create the security demo as a click-through so it's available more easily to a wider audience and whatnot. So there's some other pieces there. More comparisons, always. We're going to keep filling that out, focusing on the package and configure areas, which are a little bit light right now. And in the partner area, there's more work to do with Google and AWS. We're engaged with both of them. So we're working on marketing plans around what next we do with regards to that partnership. On the analyst side, we've got lots of analyst stuff coming up. Like I said, the Forrester Enterprise Agile Planning Tools, as well as a new one that we're in, the Now Tech for Software Composition Analysis, SCA. So Cindy's spearheading that, and lots of other work with the analysts to keep on their minds and to keep working with them and to make sure we're in all those reports, which is very critical for our plans. And then definitely not least, not almost last, but definitely not least is KubeCon, big show for us, and that's coming up in mid-December. So we will be there, and I think our plan is to announce a serverless launch at that point. So look for that information coming out, and of course we have beyond that more web pages to do constantly, like the serverless launch page, as well as lots of webinars that we've got lined up that we'll coordinate on. Customer case studies, we've got a list. This is the board there that gives you the order that they're being worked on and what we're working on, so keep them coming, and we'll keep them coming. And finally, where do we need help? It's the standard stuff. Get us in front of the customers. Tell us when you hear some great stories about customers and how they're using GitLab and how they're enthusiastic for it. Get that information to Kim, get that to the PMM team so we can engage and get that story captured so everybody can use it. And then as well, regarding assets, we're putting stuff out there, but we need your guys' input on what you're not getting and what's working and what's not working and how we tweak it, because we always want to be improving what we deliver. With that, I am going to open it for questions. So I'll pop into the chat, take a look. Thank you, Jason. So it looks like the Business Insider article on Goldman Sachs is live now. So a couple of you have already seen that. Great. So fantastic. And thank you, Todd, for giving us the available version, the ungated one, rather. So do we have access? So Jackie's asking, do we have access to publish these analyst reports? Please contact me for the website if so. I'm going to throw that over to you, Joyce, if you don't mind. Maybe that's... So yeah, so what I'll do is Jackie is contact Joyce on that. She can get you sorted out on that. Okay. I just found out that you guys don't have the ability to chime in. Okay. Let's see. Good. So talking about the link, can we share a link? Which link are we talking about? Okay, so Joyce we'll maybe put that into chat if she has it. Trevor, are we able to make sure people come off mute so that they can ask questions? Trevor, are you there?
I can help with that. Let's see.
Okay, we'll keep them coming in the chat at least.
Yeah, so basically I just raised my hand to see if it works. So basically anyone who would like to talk should just raise their hand using the Zoom, and it should work fine. Someone should give the action.
Perfect, thank you. So come on, raise your hands. We're going to sit here for a little bit. Ask about demos, comparisons, PR, analyst relations. What are we trying for next?
Hey, Dan, this is Hayden. Can you hear us?
And yes.
Hey, good morning, mate. Great update and really useful deck with all the links in there. Appreciate that. Had a question about the DevOps lifecycle. I might have mentioned this to a couple of folks on the PMM team before, but it seems to be kind of an undefined industry term. You know, for example, it doesn't have a Wikipedia page. People still refer to the software development lifecycle or the systems development lifecycle. You'll find different versions of it in, you know, a Google image search. I'm wondering if we want to dedicate a page to actually defining what each stage is rather than what we do for each stage, like kind of take ownership of it.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I'll take a note of that and we'll produce that. I think yeah. So I think we originally got it off of if you do the Wikipedia page on DevOps, the DevOps lifecycle is there. But I think that's a great idea. Is that we need to educate people that come to our website as well, and so it shouldn't be just about what we provide. It should be about the space we provided in the context as well. So I think that's a good idea. Thank you. I will take that.
Great, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you. Okay, so there's a lot of questions about the actually, what are they about? Looks like there's questions about the analyst CDRA reports and whatnot. Joyce is handling those, so thank you. Let's see. Brandon, who is closest to Goldman? Would they be open to doing a keynote at Google Next? I know they are a GCP customer. Yeah, I think anyone we should be able to find that, right? And we can look that up, see what the sales the account owner is, and see if we can work our way in that way. That would be fantastic if we had them talking for us at Google Next. I think we just found out that we might, if we get the stuff in, we could potentially be on keynote stage, right? So that would be big. Any other questions that are not about the links? Seems like we have that covered. Okay, going once, going twice. We're at 3. We are out of here. Thank you for joining me this morning, and have a good morning, and we'll see you guys on the team call. Thanks a lot.